that's life.
That's life.
That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June.
Frank Sinatra hasn't spoken truer words. I felt my life was a simple reverberation of that very song this past summer. My name is Mike Shaw, and I'm here to tell you about how my friends and I were slaves to Sin City. A few friends and I went down to Vegas for a trip. Everyone wants to go to Vegas at least once, right? Well, we ended up saving for a few years just to go. The three of us. Me, Benny, and Ghost. Benny was the brains behind it all. He was the one that had the bright idea to go on that trip. Vegas, he said, would be where we all made it big. I've known him since we both were young. We were both always running around, pretending we were cowboys and robbers. He would always try and twist it so that the robber won. He always had a propensity to having the bad guy win. The cowboy was always shot, exploded, arrested, or invaded and violated till he cried. I didn't like playing with Benny, but he was loyal. That's hard to find nowadays. Ghost was always the odd one. We didn't know her real name, and to be honest, we still don't. She just never told us. We always just called her Ghost. At first, because she was an albino, but later on, because she learned how to sneak up on pretty much anyone. When we first met her, she didn't talk much, and on the rare occasion when she did, it wouldn't be above a whisper. But as she warmed up to us, she began to open up. Now she's more outspoken than Benny and I combined. The real trick is getting her to shut up. She heard Benny's plan and was all for it, so we started saving up any and all money we came across, and after a few long years of saving and waiting and saving, we finally had enough for each of us to comfortably gamble at any casino on the Strip. We hopped on a plane in Kansas City and headed out to the Mojave. When we got there was a man to greet us. He was incredibly affable and charismatic. I don't know if Benny had called ahead for a cab or what, but I wasn't going to argue with a free ride. We started out and we went to our rooms at the Desert Rose Resort. It was incredibly beautiful, much more flashy than what you'd see around our little patch of Kansas. We were relaxing when the manager asked if we'd like to gamble for a bit while we were here. We didn't want to be rude, so we agreed to gamble, but just for a little bit. The games were so addicting. Slots, blackjack, Texas Hold'em, you name it. We won a few, we lost a few, but we always had just enough to keep playing. Benny, Ghost, and I played for an amorphous amount of time before I finally had the courage to look in a mirror. I looked a mess, disheveled, raggedy. I hardly recognized myself. I was an abomination of my former self. I looked over at my friends, still playing blackjack. They nearly screamed. They were skin and bones. They looked like they hadn't eaten for weeks. I knew what we looked like, and I knew what this casino was doing to us, but I still couldn't pull myself away. I had to make my money back. I couldn't stop. I had to win.
But if there's nothing shaking come this here July, I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and